It's better if Hannah doesn't come to the wedding. I froze outside the kitchen door, hearing my mom's voice on the phone. Dad's voice came faintly from the background. She understand. Family harmony matters more than her feelings. They had no idea I was right there. They had no idea I'd already started packing. Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm 24, an elementary school teacher. And in my family, I've always been the sensitive one, the one they say makes drama out of nothing. But the truth, I've spent my whole life trying to keep the peace, and somehow I've always ended up the problem. My sister Victoria, she's the golden child. Straight A student, dream career, perfect fiance. She shines so brightly that the rest of us are expected to dim around her. And me, I was always told, don't take things so personally. Don't make everything about you. Just let Victoria have the spotlight. The nightmare began 3 weeks earlier. I found out Victoria was engaged. Not from her, not from my parents, but from Instagram. There she was, showing off her diamond ring. Captioned, "Starting forever with the love of my life." I stared at my phone in shock. Nobody had told me. No call, no text, not even a group chat message. I dialed my mom immediately. Why didn't anyone tell me Victoria got engaged? Her voice was casual, almost annoyed. Oh, that. We've been busy planning. There's a family meeting tomorrow. Family meeting. I thought maybe they wanted me involved. I was wrong. I showed up at my parents' house the next evening. Victoria, her fiancé Derek, mom, and dad sat around the dining table. Wedding magazines and notebooks everywhere. When mom saw me, her expression tightened. "Hannah, we didn't expect you." The tension in the room was thick. I sat down anyway. Dad cleared his throat. "Honey, we need to talk about something important." Then mom dropped the bombshell. "We've decided it's best if you stay home during the wedding weekend." At first, I thought I misheard. What? Victoria finally spoke, still not meeting my eyes. "You know how you get emotional at big events. I can't risk crying and ruining my makeup." Dad leaned forward. "This is Victoria's day. You'll cause less stress if you're not there." My heart dropped. They weren't just uninviting me. They were erasing me. And the worst part? Their calm voices, their prepared answers. This wasn't a sudden decision. They'd planned it. Later that night, my Aunt Linda called. "Sweetie, I just wanted to check if you're okay with not being able to make it to the wedding." Not being able to make it. Not that I was excluded. No, my mom had told her I couldn't afford to attend. Days later, my cousin Sarah repeated the same thing. "We understand, Hannah. Weddings are expensive, and teaching doesn't pay much." They turned me into a charity case. Meanwhile, Victoria posted her engagement photos with the caption, "So grateful for my amazing family." Dozens of relatives commented, showering her with praise. Not one mentioned me. It was like I had been deleted from the family album. Then came the favor. Mom called. "Could you house visit during the wedding weekend? Buster needs someone to watch him." Yes, their family dog. While they celebrated, I was supposed to feed the dog and water the plants. "You're being so mature about this," Mom said. "Finally, you're helping instead of causing stress." And 3 days before the wedding, Dad had the nerve to ask, "Since you're saving money by not attending, could you help pay for the flowers?" Flowers for a wedding I wasn't even allowed to attend. What they didn't know, I wasn't sitting at home crying. I was planning my escape. Those late nights grading papers. I was filling out passport forms. That teacher workshop. Travel agency appointment. For 3 years, I had been saving for my dream trip. But I was always too scared to go alone. Now, their rejection gave me the push I needed. Ireland, Scotland, Paris, freedom. The morning of the wedding, I sat at JFK Airport with my boarding pass in hand. My phone buzzed. "Mom. Hi, sweetie. Just checking you're settled in at the house. How's Buster?" I looked at my ticket for Dublin. "Buster's fine, Mom." "Good. Thank you for being so supportive, Hannah. I smiled. Actually, Mom, I'm flying to Ireland. You didn't want me at the wedding, so I'm not. Silence. Then, what do you mean? Where exactly are you? In 6 hours, Dublin. Then Edinburgh. Then Paris. I'll be gone 3 weeks. Dad grabbed the phone, furious. This is ridiculous. Come home right now. I laughed bitterly. You wanted me gone, remember? Congratulations. Mission accomplished. And I hung up. While they posed for pictures and toasted champagne, I wandered cobblestone streets in Dublin. While they cut cake, I stood under the Edinburgh Castle. While they danced, I sipped coffee in a Paris cafe. Every photo I posted shattered their lies. The broke, sensitive sister who couldn't afford to attend. Nope, I was living the life they thought I didn't deserve. And soon, relatives started asking questions. The story unraveled. Victoria finally texted, I'm sorry. I let Mom and Dad convince me. You were never the problem. Some apologized. Some didn't. But for the first time in my life, I didn't care. I realized I never needed their approval. What I needed was my own respect. And sometimes, the best way to respond to being unwanted is to show them you don't need them either. If you've ever been pushed aside by family, you're not alone. Comment where you're watching from, I always check. And subscribe if you believe in taking your power back when family takes you for granted. Because sometimes, the best comeback is disappearing and building a life they can't erase.